Marching Mountaineers. Marching Band. Have you ever wondered about the marching band here at App State? Maybe when it started, how it's grown, or even what it's like to be a part of it? Well, as a member of the marching band, I wondered some of these things. So I did some research. During band camp, I learned a lot, and this is where I got some of my main research points from. But first, you might want to know what band camp is. Band camp is when the whole marching band comes together and learns the most important things. You learn a lot about the fundamentals, the music, drill for both the first show and pregame, and also learn a lot of the traditions that we have here at App State, making a lot of new friends along the way. If you didn't know, the marching band here at App State, the Marching Mountaineers, were founded in 1933, and since then have been performing a pregame, halftime show for each football game. Before the marching band marches to Kidd Brewer Stadium, they do a performance on Walker Lawn called Concert on the Lawn. At this concert, the band will play their most major songs that they'll play during the football game, and a lot of the traditional songs. The traditional songs are what the alumni come to hear and see. These songs are school songs, Yikes, You Can Call Me Al, The House of the Rising Sun, and what's shown here in this picture, Tennessee Waltz. Each of these songs have their own dances and movements throughout the sections. They get people involved, such as in the last picture for Tennessee Waltz, the whole band gets on their knees and plays the first half of the song on them. And for You Can Call Me Al, while the piccolos play their solo, the rest of the band turns to their side, takes 2 steps forward, kicks, then takes 2 steps back, and they continue doing this till the end of the piccolo solo. Some of the other major songs are played during pregame. The pregame performance is 20 minutes before kickoff of every home game. The songs are performed in the same order every time. Pregame starts with drumline playing the cadence Get Up Off. When this is happening, the wind players are dancing. Then once the beat drops, the band will yell, I said get up off of that thing. Then the band will start to lean forward and back while yelling, ah, ah. As soon as the cadence ends, the drum major will yell, Band 10, hut. The band will respond, Go, App. Then the band marches onto the field, starting with the song Fanfares. In this song, once the band gets to their spots, they will stay there and spin in a circle, playing each major part of the song to different parts of the field, then immediately transition into Simple Gifts. Simple Gifts, the band gets to follow the leader around the field in different groups and directions. During this song, the full band stops playing and yells, Let's go App State! And if you were on the field, you would also hear some players yell right after, Don't play! Before starting to march and play again. This is because, said together, it fits the perfect amount of time the band is supposed to pause and not play. So together it's, Let's go App State! Don't play! Once this song is done, the band will then transition to Carolina Pride. During this, the band will do something called a box drill. This is when the person will be split into 4 groups, and each group will walk in a different direction for 4 counts, then change directions 4 times, ending in the spot that they started, creating a box. Looking formation, after this, the band will march into the infamous Swinging A. This is performed during the most memorable part of Carolina Pride and is remembered by students around campus. Then after the A, the band marches and makes North Carolina with our twirler, Carrie Cook, standing right where Boone would be on the map. The band will stand here until the drum major marks off to play Yikes. During Yikes, the band marches to spell out app. This is performed in former years used to spell out ASU. But because of many other schools with the same abbreviation, most of the students here calling us app, Dr. Gardner decided to officially change the ASU to app. After the band spells out app, they flip to the away side because the away side is still filled with app fans. After Yikes, the band stops and waits for the drum major to blow 3 whistles to start America the Beautiful. During this song, the band turns, marches to the back, and then away from the 50-yard line. This allows the ROTC to carry the American flag in with one of the drum majors. Once the band is done performing America the Beautiful, the drum majors will get off the podium and swap with an important guest conductor who will proceed to conduct the national anthem. During this, the band does not move and they just play. After the national anthem, the guest conductor will then swap out with another conductor, normally either Dr. Gardner or a grad assistant here at App. As soon as they will then conduct the alma mater. As soon as this song is finished, the band will turn to the right and march towards the end zone where the football players will run onto the field while playing Go Appalachian. Once the football players run on the field, the band will play Yikes one more time, and that would mark the end of pregame. Now during the football game, the band does not only play a pregame and a halftime show, but they also play in the stands. Now, as a student in the student section, you may not hear or realize, but they play for each down App gets. And each down has its own small portion of a song they play during either pregame or a pep band tune. For the first down, they will play the last measure of Yikes. When the team achieves a second down, the band will play the first section of Fanfares. And finally, for a third down, they will play measure 179 of Yikes. During the football game, for most of the timeouts, the band will also play a variety of pep band songs and chants that they play during these times. Some of these songs are Go Appalachian, Trumpet Charge, Buglers, Trombone Cheer, and my favorite, Low Brass Cheer. Now, halftime is the most memorable thing the marching band at App does. They learn a total of 3 halftime shows a year, and each show normally consists of 3 songs that fall under a theme. This year, App performed a space show, a superhero show, and for the final home football game, we'll be performing a black and gold theme show as a memento to the seniors a part of marching band. Now, the marching band, as most know, do not just throw these songs together throughout and learn it all in one day. This stuff takes time. Now, the marching band, as most know, doesn't. With these, students of the marching band get close, become their own families, and sections come up with their own traditions that keep the energy and memories alive. With this, I went around the marching band during a rehearsal and asked a bunch of students different questions, such as their favorite tradition. And I got many responses from each person. From the sousaphone section, Tyler Downer and John Hall said that their favorite traditions are the Sousa prayer, where they have a mock prayer while singing the Amazing Grace, and also Sousa waffles for breakfast on Saturdays. Jack Husky from the trombone section says that his favorite tradition is our our dance we do for one of the cadences, and the whip and nae-nae before pregame. Rachel Harshman and Meredith Bryan say that their favorite traditions are when the clarinets get in a circle and have a hype circle. And another point is when we paint each other black and yellow with black and yellow paint and handprints at the rehearsal before football games. And finally, Nathan Cox from the trumpet section says that his favorite tradition is the toast chant. As you can tell by the few people I interviewed from only a few of the sections here at App, many have little traditions and each section has these to bring everyone together. But there is one full band tradition that the band does at the end of almost every rehearsal, and they call Around the Ladder. Around the Ladder is when Dr. Gardner will get up on the podium and give final announcements. Once he's finished with these final announcements, he will yell if the band is ready. He will get many responses, but as soon as everyone calms down, he will yell, "Who's the band of distinction?" And the band will respond, "App State." Then he will yell, "Dismissed," and a drum major will give the 3 tweets, and the band will continue to play Yikes as crazy as possible. Now, throughout the years, the band has grown and has been appearing and seen more around campus. This has been told to me by many students and retiring band members. The Marching Mountaineers are growing, and if you want play an instrument, come on down and join us. All are welcome, no auditions for woodwind players, and only a small audition process for color guard and front ensemble and drumline. The marching band is growing, we hope it continues to, and with that, if you happen to see a marching band kid, tell them great job, keep up the good work, because they do put in a lot.